So we're here at Stansted Airport, LKL Adventures' next little trip away, visiting Latvia's biggest dairy farm. So we're here in Taveti Dairy Unit, Latvia's largest single dairy unit, as guests of Andris Krastins. So Andris is going to show us around, tell us a little bit about his role here, and give us a broader insight into the Latvian dairy sector. Andris himself spent a lot of years in the UK working on farms and has brought to Latvia several things, and equally could probably take back several things from Latvia to the UK. So it's going to be a great visit, having a look around this fantastically smart unit. So Andris, thank you first of all for inviting us to come and speak with you and the tour around. It's been a pleasure looking around already this morning, and I had a great day to look around indeed. But tell us a little bit about the farm here, the ownership structure of the farm, and what you're doing here.
On dairy farm, today we have 2,600 milking cows.
Yep.
Milking 2 times per day. Average yield is 10,500. On the Tervete company, owned one Latvian family.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And besides dairy farming, there are other businesses. They are what else do they have?
Owners have many businesses. It's brewery and many other things.
Yeah. So making milk and water and beer.
LNG gas.
Yeah. So widespread, and they're all quite interlinked. So you have AD plant on the farm here, producing the gas and things like this as well. Yeah. So it's quite an interlinked business, isn't it? Really. So in terms of the number of dairy cows in Latvia, I believe that is 106,000 dairy cows in total.
In total, yes. And today it's a little bit more than 100,000 cows.
Yeah. So you effectively are nearly 3% of the national herd then, and just on this farm alone. And in terms of commercial dairy farms, so roughly how many commercial sized dairy farms would there be?
I'm not sure it's the right number, but average large size it's 50.
It's 50 large sort of of scale. And of course a lot of Latvia, a lot of people in Latvia still have 1 or 2 house cows, things like that, and a lot smaller herd. And I think the average herd size is like 10 or something like this, but
it's very low.
Very low. But this is the problem with averages, isn't it? And sort of dealing with figures. But so that's great. And in terms of your journey, you're the dairy farming director and overall responsibility for this unit. How did you come into agriculture? And what was your journey from school to this very prominent job in dairy farming in Latvia?
I am from Latvian farming family. It's from 100 years nearly ago.
Yeah.
And that was very small farm, but anyway, it's if your grandparents teach how you need to keep animals, and if you like this, you're slowly going that way.
Yes, yeah.
Very big. I finished Latvian University agriculturing.
Yep.
And from that, I think maybe I can try working somewhere, some other countries.
Yeah.
And it was brilliant chance working with LKL, giving chance for me. And it's I have many good experience for many things.
Yeah.
And one day, just I have deal for try to work Tervete.
Yeah.
And I finish work in UK.
Yeah.
Then back home.
And so I mean, you worked on some large units in the UK, of course, and some quite well known and respected units. Kemble Farms being one of them. And what do you think? How did those experiences in the UK help prepare you for taking on this role here, would you say?
Many things in Latvian didn't teach. And if you're not learning some exhibitions or somewhere else, you can't get very high level.
Yeah.
And from this point, I saw many good things in the UK. I have good contacts with some companies and many things I bring to Tervete.
Yeah. And I guess just that experience of working in the larger herds in the UK, those big team dynamics and the challenges of managing such big numbers of cows, I guess that helped prepare mentally and with your outlook. Would you say that would be right? Yeah,
it's right. This help. It's all this dairy herd routines every day. This help. Such higher experience for me.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I guess we ought to go and take a look around this wonderful unit. So yeah, we will take you outside. So we're across at the Youngstock unit here at the farm, and what a fantastic building, quite envious. I see plenty of milking cows, not in such a great building around the world. But tell us about your Youngstock management from calve up to first calving heifer. What age are you trying to get the first calving at, Andres?
First stage calving is 22 and a half months.
22 and a half months, yeah. So in order to get that, the excellent first stage calving, managing these heifers and getting their growth rates is crucial, isn't it?
Yes, average planning, it's 800 grams growth per day.
Right, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, and so once they come out of the baby calves and wean calves unit, you've got them on a maize-based diet pretty quickly?
No, maize we start giving only from 6 months.
From 6 months, yeah. And what proportion of maize is to grass and things like this? What is in that diet?
Diet here: straw,
Yeah,
soya,
yeah,
barley,
Yeah.
some minerals,
yeah, and maize, obviously. Yeah,
molasses.
and molasses. Yeah. Well, they're looking very well. Yeah, and in terms of disease challenges with the Youngstock, what is the main challenge in terms of disease?
It's very hard for our veterinary doing these things because it's when we start, we bought a lot of animals from many farms,
Yeah,
and this is very difficult to manage after.
yeah. Well, like you say, yeah, bringing in so many animals from different farms, you get a lot of different disease challenges and
different farms, different countries, and
yeah.
not so easy.
So, in terms of where once they're here, what do you vaccinate things for? What type of things are you vaccinating for?
Most of from respiratory disease.
Yeah. So respiratory stuff. Yeah. BVD. Yeah. And heifer fertility, they are obviously 22.5 months is very good figures, but so that seem to be on top of that.
We use heat detection system from
Yeah.
Milk company.
Yeah.
It's a lot of help.
Yeah. So utilising that data and putting it into practice. Yeah. Well, they certainly look well, and getting those good growth rates is pretty awesome. And what heifers? What are they yielding in their first lactation? Roughly?
Average 10,000.
It's average 10,000 as well. Yeah. So excellent. Yeah. Very good. We will move on to the next unit. Yeah. So we come across to one of the milking cow sheds, beautiful, light, airy shed. And Andres, you were saying that actually that the farm has been built for over 3,000 cows, and yet you are currently only 2,600. What has been the challenge and the decision not to push to those cow numbers, given you have enough places for them?
Always it's milk price. It's very low, and owners make decisions not buying more.
Yeah.
That's the main reason.
Yeah. So milk prices suppress that further expansion.
Usually in Latvia we have 20% less milk price than average Europe.
Right. So you're always 20% lower than the average. Yeah. And why is that?
I don't know.
Yeah. The politics of milk buyers and things like that, I guess. But yeah. But I suppose one of the benefits, I guess, for the cows that you have got is they are in luxury space. There is no high stocking rate. They can plenty of places to lie down and things like that.
Making happy cows.
Yeah, exactly. Happy cows are profitable cows, and like you rightly say, your average yield shows that, particularly on a twice a day system. So you're bedding on thick mattresses, comfortable beds, and is that and straw as well? Yes.
Straw. Yeah.
And how often are you replacing the straw?
Twice per day.
Twice a day you put, and quite finely chopped straw by the looks, yeah. And cell counts and mastitis rates, what are they like?
Cell counts around 180.
Yeah.
Of course we want better.
Yeah.
And bacteria is less than 20,000.
Less than 20,000, yeah. So well within the dairy parameters, but like you say, always room for improvement anyway on that. Yeah. And in terms of the cow diet, then, so again, maize silage is quite prominent in there. What is going in the high yielding group ration?
It depends. It's how we counting on program. We use American computer program, and we're counting per each group.
Yeah. And cows are grouped according to yield or stage of lactation?
Yield.
Yeah, to yield,
and, separate it's fresh heifer group.
Yeah. Okay, so heifers have got that plenty of time to finish growing before they join the main herd. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, and you know, one of the challenges in particular in Latvia, I guess, is the climate. We are here today in the 1st of May. And it is 20 degrees Celsius outside, but only last week it was around 2 degrees Celsius, and yeah, so you switched dramatically from one to the other. Yeah, and what's the kind of lowest temperature it can often get in the winter?
Winter minus 25.
Yeah,
sometimes more, but
usually
25, yeah, it's 25. We get it every winter.
Yeah, and cows are happy in that. They're quite happy to produce milk in the but of course heat stress can be the issue in the summer. The other way.
Heat stress is main problem.
Yeah. And so you were telling me that you've probably got other fans coming. Is that right?
We're planning. It's install double more fans than you see now.
Yeah. So there's a reasonable amount in here, but like you say, I think
it's hot weather. It's not enough.
No, not enough to push that air through. Yeah. It's something we in the UK are starting to think about, and certainly cows in the UK do get heat stress in the summer, and again, it's just coming on the radar, I think, of most farmers that heat abatement is quite crucial. But and in terms of cow longevity, you know, how many lactation average would your cows do?
At this moment it's not very high level. It's a little bit more than 2 lactation.
Yeah.
But when we get its average 3 lactation, it's fine.
Yeah, and like you say, you've kind of grown through buying in lots of different cows from different farms and things like that, and you're starting to take control of your own breeding program, I guess. Yeah. And the plan will be to eventually breed all of your own replacements.
Yes.
Yeah, and maybe get up to numbers that way. You know, indeed. Yeah, very good. And butter fat and protein levels.
Butter fat it's average 4.0.
Yeah.
And protein not less than 3.4.
So you know, very very decent levels of milk solids there, which is coupled with that yield as well is some good management going on here. Yeah.